Hello, nice to be back. Today I will be showing you how to paint a couple of fairly simple skies. They can be a bit tricky, they just need practice. I think in landscape painting the sky is what mostly makes the painting. It sets the atmosphere for what's happening in the landscape, so it's quite important. I'll also be showing you how I mix my colours or get the consistency of paint right. To start with, I'm going to use raw sienna and cobalt blue just for a simple graded wash. I'm dipping the hake in water and I'm going to really thin the raw sienna down. It's for my first wash and I simply want to use it just to add a little bit of tone to the paper. Excuse me, just to take away from the white of the paper. It needs to be quite a watery wash so that you can hardly see it, so that it just more or less stains the paper, just like a pale tea stain, I suppose. And you don't need much because it spreads across the wet paper. We'll be wetting the paper first. And next, because we're doing this as quite a strong, simple, flat wash, just with a little bit of gradation near the bottom, we're going to make a much thicker mix of cobalt blue, more or less straight out of the tube. I've squeezed out the water first from my hake before I mix, and then I'm mixing from side to side to make sure I fill the brush with plenty of paint, because I want to be able to get across the paper several times in one sweep. Right, I'm just going to wet the paper first, which is Saunders Waterford £90 rough paper. A nice 100% cotton paper. It makes life much easier using cotton paper. It stays wet for longer, and you can play with the paint a little bit more. Right, on with the very weak raw sienna wash. As you can see, quite haphazard, not a sort of even coating. I just want it to add a little bit of tone here and there to my basic flat blue wash. Right, here we go. A fully loaded brush with much thicker paint. Just carefully sweeping it across, side to side motions, keeping it fairly level. The board is at an angle of about 45-50 degrees. Oops, knocked it there. And this slope, and with the wetness of the paper, helps the paint to diffuse downwards. It's the gravity that just draws the paint down. Here I just decide that it's not quite running or diffusing enough, so I add a bit more water to the brush, not too much, but just enough, just to help the wash to diffuse downwards, which is what we want. We want it to come down to the horizon line, and we want it to be pale at the horizon line. So I'm just completely squeezed out my brush using a clean damp brush, just wiping across the bottom, just to make it a little bit paler. And then just to add a little bit of interest, I'm just going to, using the same side to side sweeps, lighten it a little bit here and just blend in the top a little bit more. All the time there's a sheen on your paper, it's okay to do this. Right, we'll let that dry and see how it looks at the end. Right, we'll do a stormy sky now. Right, same thing. We want that base coat of very liquid raw sienna, but this time we're going to add a tiny bit of light red to the cobalt blue. That's all we're going to do. Make up a couple of slightly different ratios of cobalt blue and light red, fairly thick, because that will give us blues, greys, sort of mauvey tones as well, reddy tones. Excuse me, it will give us a lot of lovely different colours for our sky. Right, now I'm going to wet the paper in exactly the same way. Well, slightly differently actually. We're going to really angle the water a little bit more and not mind about completely covering the paper. Sometimes it's nice to have some areas where there's less water, because then the paint sort of flows around them, if you know what I mean, and creates interesting effects. And in a stormy sky or a cloudy sky, we are looking for effects rather than a flat, smooth wash. Right, just dab the paint on, sweep it across, really play. You can move it around here. You can apply the paint more or less how you want. Take the mixture that's got a little bit more light red in it. Oops, picked up a bit too much light red there, but it doesn't matter. I'm just going to add to the drama. It'll lighten up as it dries and it will diffuse down. Right, just keep adding and playing, adding more of the cobalt blue and light red mixture. Getting a bit lighter towards the bottom. Ah, look, now it's starting to run now, which looks like a lovely rain cloud or a rainstorm in the distance. But because it's running down, we're losing a lot of the paint at the top and it's getting a bit too light, so I'll go in with some some darker bluey grey, again mixed from those two colours. And this is where you just really leave it when you think it looks nice, bearing in mind that it will keep diffusing, and if you leave it at a slant or upright as I've got it, then the paint will keep running down until it dries. And that's the finished painting. Oh, sorry, just forgot, added a little tiny bit more of the light red and blue mixture at the top just to balance it out a bit. So there you see a reasonably simple way of painting two very different skies, just literally using three colours. I'll list all the colours and materials below the video. Thank you very much for watching. Please do have a go at this. Remember, it takes a bit of practice, but if you follow these instructions, hopefully you'll be on the way to being able to paint some very lovely skies. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Oh, it's the cat. Hello, cat. Hello, Chaya. Good boy.